bitch. 10, 10, 10, 20s on your titties, bitch. 100 deep, VIP, no guest list. TT Raw, you don't know who you fucking with? Got my other bitch, fucking with my other bitch. Fucking all night, we ain't celibate. Say I'm too dope, I ain't selling it. Bar fresher than the motherfucking peppermint. The gold letterman's last king killing shit. Young money, yeah, we getting rich. Got your grandma on my dick. City
Friends, haters, cultivators.
It's time for another rollicking round.
Welcome to Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses, the only lesbian-hosted podcast about Founder of Mordor. I'm Roy. I forgot to come up with a nickname. I'm Roy, and
Hello, pause it, come up with one. You're really good at it.
Coming to you live from Jim Henson's Zombie Workshop.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
mine was gonna be a show one too, but it was a little too long, so I just made it a bit for later.
Okay.
But I'm Fallon, aka Zombie Fight Enjoyer 1995.
We are all Zombie Fight Enjoyer. This was a very anime-assed chapter.
It fucking ruled.
It did
Oh
rule.
my god.
Before we get into it, we're here on a very special occasion, because when this episode comes out on Wednesday, May 20th, God willing, it's going to be mascot of the show Nie Huaisang's birthday, which should be a national holiday. I should not have to work.
I mean, it really should.
It really should. Is
the thing.
After everything Huaisang has done for us.
That's May 20th, folks.
May 20th, 1 month after Funny 420.
Yeah.
We get Funny 520.
Funny 520, I hope that you'll be celebrating with us.
Yeah, it's when you take 5 bong rips.
Yeah.
And you take a big ol' nap.
5 bong rips. Wow. I don't think I've ever done that successfely before.
You gotta try in honor.
You gotta take it in sips. You know?
You gotta sip the rip.
Sip the rip.
Sip the rip.
That's it.
But we're gonna come back to the very special occasion of Huaisang get birthday a little bit later in the show. Because for now, we got a chapter to talk about, because we read a chapter.
A moderately thick boy.
We read chapter 37, part 5 of the Gwasses arc.
Part 5 of the Gwasses arc.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, the only little bit of news is they released a bunch of new chibi art.
Oh, did they? I didn't even.
Yeah.
All I saw was the little drunk Huaisang for birthday time.
There's a little drunk Huaisang, and then they released little weighing in lunch on baby chibis.
Oh my god!
I'm showing them to her on my phone right now.
Oh my god!
Real time reaction.
He has a little Sakura right on his bun. Oh my fucking god. They
He's
have
an
their
angel.
little... Weighing has the hugest ahuge, not ahigao.
Ah!
Oops. No, ahuge, the funny curly hair that moves when he has joy. Lanchan has this little hime cut. Oh fuck.
It's
Look
when
at
they were
them.
babies and they have the toys that they had in their little meeting.
Bebis?
At the end of little Bibis.
Bebis?
Have y'all ever watched?
Y'all know media.
Do y'all know media? Have y'all
know
ever
YouTube?
watched a YouTube series called True Facts, where it's that guy, like, almost like if Morgan Freeman were a nerdy white dude narrating just like facts, creepy, weird facts about all of these different animals and insects and shit. He's really funny.
It's very good. Learning a lot about a nudibranch.
And he pronounces it Bebis.
Bebis.
I don't know why that's
all the little
funniest.
Bebis.
The Bebis. That's the funniest shit to me. Shout out to my friend Paige for turning me onto that channel.
Shout out!
Christ.
Every episode of this podcast is a shout out to Paige, just by virtue of it being us hosting it.
Honestly, I want to reach out to him and see if he wants to guess.
Paige, come on Pod Recesses! Oh my god, please.
Recesses.
Paige, come on Pod Recesses. I don't even know if Paige listened to Pod Recesses, but...
No, he doesn't.
Paige,
doesn't
please.
listen to shit. He doesn't do podcasts, I don't think.
Well, anyway, shout out to Paige. Paige, please come on Pod Recesses.
Yeah.
Paige, we love a Paige.
Honestly. We need to have all of our friends on Pod Recesses.
We do! We have so many friends who haven't been on yet, and I have a lot of friends that I need to reach out to. But... And quite a few friends I need to reach out to again because it's been a minute. But Another thing that's going to be a minute is how long it's going to take me to get through my damn summary, because as you know, Roy's be writing damn summaries.
She likes it.
I mean, I don't, but I do it for the show.
She does it.
I gotta do it for the clout, for the podcast clout, because it's what I do.
She does it.
She does it.
She must.
Roy's be summarizing, good. So,
well, I will tell you that I appreciate it.
Semper Bunny.
And so does our audience, I think.
Boy, I hope. Boy, I hope. Love y'all. Anyway,
bong, bing, bing,
let's find out
bong.
about the things that happened in Chapter 37, Grasses Part 5, shall we?
Let's sit down and figure it out.
Yeah. So we pick up in our favorite spot, right where we left off. There's kind of a shitload of zombies outside, and the anime mannequin girls can't hold them off for much longer. Xiaoyu tries to get up, but Wei Wuxian says, "Would you stop trying to die, please?" and cuts his fingy on Jingyi's sword to do magic. All the boys start volunteering to donate blood to his bad-ass magic blood bank, but he says, "No, I'm Gucci, just get me a talisman." So they do that, and he does magic and animates basically all of the mannequins in the store, and they get real monstery, and they start a bar fight, and one of the nether brawlers, remember them, your afterlife bodyguards, kind of leads the charge out of the building so they can all go do the damn thing. Xiaoyu is like, summoning of the painted eyes. Sound of the summer. Good call. You shouldn't do demonic shit, though. It's bad for you. And Wei Wuxian says, "Shut up, baby. I know it." But he feels kind of bad for him because he's been through a lot, whatever. While all the boys are watching the zombie fight through the window and going, "Hey, cool zombie fight," Wei Wuxian offers Xiaoyu some kanji to try to cure his corpse poisoning, and he eats it, and he, very visibly hates it, but he doesn't complain. And Wei Wuxian looks at the boys and says, "See, this guy gets it." And Xiaoyu owns him, just well, I'd rather die than keep eating this, but it's chill. Jingyi says all the zombies have been defeated, but Xiaoyu tells them not to go out yet unless unless more zombies come, so they kind of watch out the window for the corpse powder to disappear, and there's this weird sound from the roof, suddenly, and then kablamo, this goth-ass cultivator guy crashes down on them, and they realize that actually he's a fierce corpse. So basically the same type of zombie that friend of the show Wen Young is. He goes at Jinliang, but Xiaoyu steps in and protects him and then passes out. Wei Wuxian tries to do flute necromancy as he does, but whoops, this guy's already somebody else's personal zombie friend, so he can't control him. But he keeps playing, and he gets his mannequins to come Kool-Aid Man in and hold this guy down so they can give him a little look-see. He's got a stab wound in his chest, and wouldn't you know it, he's blind and his tongue's been cut out. Just remember the little ghost girl in the last chapter? Isn't that weird?
That's such a weird coincidence, dude.
Isn't it weird how that keeps happening? Wei Wuxian has had, about enough of this, and he has a brain blast, and he starts thinking that this guy reminds him of Wen Yang when he had the nails in his head. Remember when that happened? And he goes feeling around this guy's dome piece, and sure enough, there's some nails. But it's a little too risky to just yank him, so he, and he can't just interrogate the guy like normal because he ain't got no tongue. So he has Shishui bust out his Gucci to play him some inquiry. They do that, and they find out that, oh shit, this zombie is Songlan. Remember hing? Xiaoyu best friend who he definitely wasn't married to?
Oh no, his very intimate partner, his very intimate friend of cultivation?
Yeah, his most intimate friend of cultivation.
His most intimate friend of cultivation.
Most intimate.
Uh-huh.
And the boys look back at Xiaoyu like, does he know this is his dude? Probably not. Let's not tell him. So then they ask Songlan who killed him, and he says Xiaoyu did it. And everyone's like, no fucking way. Stishui, you did it wrong. And even worse, when they ask him who's controlling him, he says, the guy behind you. And Xiaoyu steps up smirking, and Songlan explodes all the mannequins off of him, and he starts getting played in attack mode, but Wei Wuxian steps in and says, no, he looks back at the boys, and he's like, no, you wouldn't be able to beat Songlan, making a big deal out of who this man's is. And Xiaoyu says, hey, it's grown-up time, kids, get on up out. And he gets Songlan to start taking the boys outside, and Wei Wuxian says, okay, be good boys, I love you, Sishui, you're in charge. So they leave, and it's just Wei Ying and Xiaoyu doing some grown-up talking. Xiaoyu immediately whips out some potion of healing and says, fuck your kanji. By the way, I know you're the Yuling Patriarch. Your mannequins were too powerful. It was a dead giveaway, fam.
His trick is revealed. It's his trick.
Sheng-Chen's trick.
Sheng-Chen's trick. I don't know why I've been obsessed with that fucking, phrase lately. Blank's trick. It's so funny to me. Anyway.
It's like a delayed reaction thing. It's been out for a while, but it's only now striking you as weird. It's like me with monkey haircut. Anyway.
Joker's trick.
Jokey's trick.
Jokey's trick.
Jokey's trick. He also says, by the way, I'm controlling all the zombies around here. Wei Wuxian is like, cool, who cares? What do you want out of me? And Xiao Xingqian whips out a spirit trapping pouch and he says, put the soul in here back together. Wei Wuxian takes a look at it and says, there's none of this left, dude. It's impossible. Sorry about it. And Xiao Xingqian gets mad and Wei Wuxian says, oh, cut the shit, Shui Yang. And he takes off his blindfold and we get the big reveal that actually everybody had been forced into a situation, and it was the bad man Shui Yang the whole time. And
have you been enticed into some misinformation?
Have you been subject to some mischief?
Have you been clowned upon?
Have you experienced a clowning? Perhaps? He basically says, I made the magic zombie controlling nails, and I also made the other half of the Stygian Tyga amulet, but you're the Yuling Patriarch, and I suck compared to you, so put the damn soul back together. And he, alludes to having a friend who's an even better actor than he is, eyebrow waggle. And Wei Wuxian says, dude, I can't! What did I just say? And then Songlan and Wenyang come just busting, beating the shit out of each other. And they basically...
here.
Yeah, they're both here. And they basically just demolish what's left of the whole room. Shui Yang starts being an asshole and whips his sword out, and he and Wei Wuxian start fighting. And eventually Wei Wuxian is like, this is stupid, I'm not doing this, you can fight somebody else. And Shui Yang says, who? Han Guangjun? Fat fucking chance. And then Bichen happens and ends the chapter.
There it is.
So that's our anime-ass chapter this week. There's so much, cinematic anime shit, perfectly timed sword removals and little smirks and anime catboy teeth.
It's really good. It's very well paced.
Yeah, it is.
It's very well paced. Even though I will say, is it okay for me to be critical of the fairly rudimentary translation of this chapter? I don't know. But it was still really good.
It's good.
It's good. The Grasses arc is very good. The City arc is really good.
It gets its own intro. What can I say?
It rules.
It does rule. So there's a lot of zombie. There's been a lot of zombie this entire time.
There's a lot of zombie, and Lon Jingyi is afraid of it, as usual.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
And I know we have been over this before on the podcast, but I want to stress how good and funny it is to me personally that Jingyi is like this.
Why is he like this?
He's the best character.
He is the best character. Sorry about it.
He's the best character.
He's the best character. He's the best character who is not an adult. Let's put it that way, because
yeah,
I'm not going to slander Nie Huaisang's role on the day of the birthday.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fair.
So,
there's all this chaos with all these zombies outside, and everybody's like, oh crap, they're gonna bust in. We don't even have a jukebox to fucking play Don't Stop Me Now.
Yeah, Xiao Xingqian is about to get up out.
Yeah, he's about to get up out, but I'm
gonna die in glory.
Oh no, him's so weak, he can't get up. Ow, ooh.
Yeah, he's so zombie poisoned right now.
I know,
it's
he's
so super incurable and bad. And he's super suffering.
Why does this only happen to me?
Wei Wuxian's like, all right, chill out. It's gonna be fine. And he chops himself up again, and the kids
he gives himself a little paper cut.
They start piping up. They're like, "Hey, dude, you want some blood?
Please take my blood to do black magic.
Hey, mister, do you want some blood?
Please let me help.
Mister, please take my blood."
The fucking children's blood drive. Yeah,
unfortunately, these children don't realize yet how utterly, stupidly self-sacrificial Senior Mo is.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
So
He's like, no, I'm gonna write in my own blood, don't worry about it, I got this.
I will faint, it's part of the process.
I love to lose pints upon pints of blood.
Just let me do my art.
Let me do my fucking thing, fam.
Let me do my art.
This is all I have.
And he's like, y'all got any like blank talismans? And the kids, their power levels, they're not at the correct. They're not at the correct level yet to be able to write their own talismans. So they just have the prefab ones.
Yeah.
That you like buy in a pack at Walmart.
Yeah.
Or
They
like
have
Michaels.
Yeah,
Like-
they have, it's like stationary sets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cute little styles.
They've
have
got little stamps.
Yeah.
You know,
Some of them say like "Yes, girl" or whatever. They're for journaling.
they're officially sanctioned.
Yeah. So they have him do spells on like used napkins.
Oh my god.
And he writes this shit down, and he does a poetry, and this I think is why this arc is called Grasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so he does this. He says the magic words of a line of poetry from a poem called Grass.
By
by-
Bai Juyi.
Yeah. And what is the line? With prairie fires, it fails to die. When spring winds blow, it regains life.
And then he takes
Which is the theme in the lesson that we all learned, the moral of the story.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So he says that, and then there are a million really cool zombies. Or not really cool zombies, a million really cool animated...
They're paper mannequins.
Yeah, big paper mache friends.
They're fun, so we've got the huge hunky tanks.
Yep. You got your tanks, you got your
Raphaels,
DPS.
you know.
Yeah.
You've got some Raphaels, you've got Laurens, except a lady. I'm doing this because Roy told me we got a Fire Emblem question, and I'm so excited.
We're just
I don't
gearing
even know
up,
what
folks.
it's about, but I'm so excited.
Fallon is revving their engine.
Oh yes. Got fucking. No, she's more like a Hilda moment.
Like a Hilda
Okay,
moment.
and then there's a golden boy and a jade girl, which
And
are
a shark boy and a lava girl.
a shark boy and a lava girl, which are like little. They're your fun child servants that you get in heaven.
It's what you get.
It's
Sorry.
what you get. Just
Sorry,
like,
take them.
Just
They're
very
your friends now.
precious children.
Yeah, and then they turn into horrible monsters, and it's really cool.
It's really cool. The girl's got a 9-inch long prehensile weaponized tongue.
Lots of tongue stuff in this chapter.
Yeah, lots of tongue stuff in this chapter. She stabs it through the other boy's chest.
Which he's, like, fine with. I mean,
He's
he acts...
chilling. She does it for the bit, basically. And they
Yeah.
start like, this is their version of play fighting.
Yeah, and he opens his mouth, and he's got big ol' many teeth.
I just imagine that one fucked up, like, emoji. You know, the one
Yes!
with, like, all the nasty, it's, like, opening its mouth and it's got all the teeth.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. I hope y'all don't know what I'm talking about, because it's truly horrifying.
Oh god.
And I really, like, I read this line initially and I went, oh, wow. Because I had completely forgotten that was a thing.
Right? Yeah, I did too.
Oh my god, I had forgotten about so much of this chapter, and it did bring so much joy to my life.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
There's so much shit that I didn't remember.
I know, Songlong fucking rules. I'm gonna
we'll
come
get
out
there.
and say it. I know it's a hot take. Apparently, it should not be a hot take, but it is a hot take. Songlong rules.
Yeah.
He rules.
He rules.
He's got a soft heart, and he's really cool.
And he's goth. He's a goth jock.
He's a
and
goth.
he fucking rules.
He's a Joth, and he rules. Fuck what you heard.
Joth Supremacy.
Joth Supremacy. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry about it. Anyway.
I'm anything but sorry about it. Anyway.
You're so bold. I
right?
love you. All right.
Fuck a take. Mine are the only
Fuck a
good ones.
take. That's right.
So then we get a line, we find out that the translators listen to a lot of Rob Zombie because we get a line that they were not human, but better than human. They are more human than human Rob Zombie.
That's right.
Bob Zombie. Little Bobby Zombie.
More human than human. More human than human. They're better than human.
Do you ever think about how if Rob Zombie shaved, he would look like just like a dude? Why
He'd probably look like, if he just shaved it a little shorter, grew, maybe like chopped off his weird dreadlocks, he'd look like the dude. my dad.
Rob Zombie is kind of a dad.
He's
not a daddy,
just a
dad.
universal dad.
Universal dad.
He's the complete opposite of a dad. I'm sure Ripley would disagree.
Oh my god.
Listen.
Ripley
okay.
going pod races.
So that'd be fucking hilarious.
I would love it. Anyway, so
like zombies are coming, and Wei Wuxian's like, all right, kids, don't breathe.
Yeah, don't breathe. It's gonna be stinky.
It's gonna be, ooh, that smell. Ooh, that smell. And they come on in.
They come
and
on
the
in.
corpse poison and the miasma, it rolls in, and the disciples are like, nope. And I kind of am imagining this miasma as like the kind of miasma I can basically see when I take the garbage out to the community dumpster on a hot day.
Oh yeah.
Completely toxic, and it usually like doesn't help that it's cat poop that I'm taking out there to just bake.
Just like a noxious purple cloud.
Evil. Absolutely evil. It'll knock you the fuck out.
Oh yeah. Terrible. So there's this dust and it's nasty.
There's this dust and it's nasty, and everybody gets inside.
Yeah, everybody says yuckaroo, but
everybody says yuckaroo. Wei Wuxian's like, is everybody okay? And the kids were like, yeah.
And then Xiao Chen like tries to get up. He's still feeling very sad and weak and sorry for himself.
He's feeling sad and weak and sorry for himself. Wei Wuxian is trying to help him, and he just like, he's nowhere to let him sit but the floor.
Yeah.
And Xiao Chen's like, hey man, was that the summoning of painted eyes?
Wing's like, yeah.
He's like, what? Yeah, you know, he's so good at pretending to not be Wei Wuxian.
It ain't no thing. I mean,
he like in this chapter especially, like until like he knows he's found out, just like the acting is impeccable. I'm sure he could get a role in like Don Juan DeMarco. Or maybe if he works really hard like a softcore porno. Big dreams.
Don't say Don Juan DeMarco. That has the bad man Johnny Depp in it.
Oh god.
The only fault with that movie.
Yeah.
Is its lead actor. But my mom has made me sit down with every girlfriend I've had and watch Don Juan DeMarco for whatever fucking reason. It's just what my mom does. Anyway.
We have watched Don Juan DeMarco. Oh my god. I feel like I like partially blocked it out of my memory.
It's hard to forget psychiatrist Marlon Brando to me.
Yeah. God, it was on VHS, wasn't it?
It was on VHS. Oh my god. This was in like 2012.
Oh wow.
For the record.
Shout out to y'all who don't know what a VHS is.
Shout out to y'all who don't know what Don Juan DeMarco is.
You're better for it. I mean, it's fine.
It's fine.
I genuinely do not remember much about it other than like the acting was a little bad.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
What can I say? I don't know. It's a movie, but
it's a movie.
But yeah,
anyway,
Wei Ying plays Don Juan DeMarco, and then
weighing star in softcore porn challenge with his dicky taped down.
Gotta pretend he ain't got no dicky. Stop.
Wow.
No.
Gross.
You can't.
Fuck. Anyway.
Thank God I marked this podcast as explicit.
Yep, you got it.
Anyway, Xiao Chen scolds Wei Ying for doing necromancy.
He does, but he's kind of like, compared to the scoldings that Wei Wuxian has gotten in the past.
Yeah, it's
pretty lukewarm.
Yeah, he's kind of just like a gentle mom about it.
He's being like a centrist about it. It's like, yeah, it's kind of bad.
Like, you probably shouldn't do that. I don't know. I
God
just
loves
don't
you
know.
Anyway. And apparently this should be a warning sign, because Wei Wuxian's like, okay.
Like,
well, like, people usually like either, fire and brimstone me.
Yeah.
And literally nothing else, so that's interesting. But hey, he seems like a really sweet guy.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, he's just been through so much, and he's just such a little sweetheart.
Yeah, and you know the acting.
You know the
bar
acting.
none. When even the fucking gay Chinese fantasy Sherlock Holmes is pretty much like, yeah, it checks out.
Yeah, checks out. Yeah, I mean, this fucking Wei Ying is, like, right about everything 92% of the time.
Yeah. And the other 8% is fairly catastrophic.
Oh, yeah, the other 8% is catastrophic and or him having emotional problems.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they coincide with each other.
Usually. So yeah, we get that whole thing. He feels sorry for him. And meanwhile, all the kids are watching the big zombies versus mannequins fight going, oh, badass, dude.
Yeah, dude.
They think it's so cool. They're just watching going, it's rules, dude.
It's like their version of TV.
They're watching kid TV.
They're watching kid TV. I love that for them.
They're watching kidney TV with these. And we call it kitty TV when the cats are looking out the window, but this is children,
Kitty.
so it's kidney TV.
Yeah,
with
just
these.
watching zombies rip each other apart. It's like super fun and great for kids.
It's fun and great for kids. It's good for their mental development.
And Wei Wuxian's like, all right, well, I mean,
while
it's probably
they have
not going
fun
to work.
with kid TV,
It's probably not going to work. But
yeah.
while they have fun with kid TV, you want some of this kanji, buddy?
do you want to live? And Xiao Chen says, I guess.
He says, I guess. Didn't he reject it last chapter
Yeah.
and like directly contradict himself here?
Yeah, he literally last chapter, he was like, no, I don't want it. I'm gonna die. It's fine. And now he's like, I guess I'll live. So he takes this kanji, and we get the funniest fucking part of this chapter.
Yep.
I lost my fucking mind. So he takes a bite, and he makes this face like, thank you.
He's like, he looks like... It's like his gag reflex is working, but he keeps his mouth shut so nothing comes out.
It's like you
goes,
when you're
"Thank
trying
you."
to make your face small.
Yeah, I literally just did it. It's true. And fucking Wei Wuxian's like, Wei Wuxian turns around to the kids. He's like, look at this shit. See, I worked my fingers to the bone making this kanji for you damn kids, and all I get is whining. Why can't you kids be more like that nice, non-threatening, complimentary fella here, huh?
Why can't you? This guy gets it.
Why can't you get it like this guy? Show some respect.
Grow up.
Grow up.
And fucking Jin Liang is like, oh, you're nasty ass kanji?
That you
Fuck
just
you.
like, so you shook some red chili flakes into it and now it's your proprietary recipe? All right. Go sit and spin.
How
ball
many
boy.
Scovilles? Fuck a you. And then Xiao Chen says, he fucking roasts him. He says, actually, I'd rather die than keep eating it. Like, no offense, but like...
Yeah, no, if I had to eat it every day, I would just off myself. For
Yeah.
real. It's fine.
It's fine, it's normal, it's regular.
God, and pretty much everybody starts laughing. He's roasted by the entire party.
Oh yeah, roasted by the whole crew.
Even Lan Xishui is like,
And
bad boy. Rude boy.
boy. And fucking, like, Xiao Chen starts putting his bowl down, and Wei Ying says, no, eat all of it. Don't, you...
I better not see a scrap left in that bowl there, buddy.
You're not getting any ice cream if you don't finish. You're not getting your cornetto.
It'll make you feel better.
It's good for your soul. So that happens, and then there's a roof noise.
There's a roof noise, but like we get to look out at like the mannequins being
We
kind of badass in the
Yeah.
aftermath of this huge battle where they've torn every single zombie to shreds.
It rules. Why
Stepped
has
on
it?
the junk of them.
Yeah, like nobody in any zombie movie I've ever seen has thought to use mannequins. So I just gotta say, all of them are fucking idiots.
I like it a lot. I love these funky little murder
It
mannequins.
rules, and they're made out of paper too. Like, just hook me up with a paper mache mannequin and just get it fucking done.
That's right, dude. I'm sorry. And
Fuck
like
you, Shaun off the dead.
and so they've finished massacring this horde of zombs. And
Yeah.
there's nobody left. And Wei Wuxian's like, all right. And then roof noises.
Roof noises. And then
Roof
here comes
noises.
your boy.
Here come Big Boy.
Here come big boy.
So here comes
Joth
this
representation is here.
Dude. Joth representation is dude. Is dude?
It's
I
dude.
mean, it's dude.
Joth representation is dude, actually.
Yeah, the Joth representation is also here, which is what I intentionally which is what I intended to say. Having some words. When am I not having some words, though? You know?
I stay having some words.
So Big Boy is here. It is the most dramatic possible entrance. He could have taken any other entrance, but he had to kick the roof in, which begs the question, why do people think Songlan is boring? He rules!
He fucking whips! I gotta ask, though, is he making a dramatic entrance, or is he doing the thing, like the part in Wayne's World where Lara Flynn Boyle falls through the roof and breaks her neck trying to get Wayne's attention? Makes you think.
It makes you think, but I mean, that is also a pretty dramatic thing to do.
Dramatic but unintentional. I'm up on my Wayne's World lore.
Okay. So, and I'm not. So I'm asking, did she fall through the roof because she knew that Wayne was down there and she wanted to get to him?
No. They were both up on the roof.
Okay.
And she was making out with some other guy to try to get his attention.
Okay.
And they made out so furiously that accidentally they went crashing through a roof.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Makes perfect sense.
She got too committed to the bit. So I don't know if the thing here is that Songlan got too committed to the bit of whatever it was he was doing on the roof. Tap dancing, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, that checks out. But it also
he was just having some fun roof time. Fun personal roof time.
Roof time. You know, I just think he's so cool and fun. And he's got a cool horsetail whisk. Ray, when I read this book for the first time, I read it all in one sitting on a road trip with my mom. I know I've mentioned this before. And I definitely did not really think to look up what a horsetail whisk was until many appearances by this guy after this. And I just kind of envisioned him carrying around like a metal whisk.
I am 99% sure you're not the only one to have done this.
Thank God!
I think I saw somebody posting, like, literally the exact same thing.
I felt like such a dingus. But also it was really funny. And it just made me think, Songshao Bakery AU.
Oh, that's cute.
Wouldn't it be nice if they were alive?
Wouldn't it be nice if they were bakers?
Wow!
You know?
I like it.
It'd be cute.
So he's here now.
He's here.
And he definitely has to be described as handsome because everyone
he is
in this novel has to be described as handsome.
Give him this much, he is handsome.
He is handsome.
Allow him that much.
He's definitely handsome. But then again, I mean, going by the text, so is 99.8% of other characters in MDZS.
Let me have this.
Yeah, you can have it. You can definitely have it. So he's here.
He's here.
And he is a Zombo.
Yeah, he's a Zombo, unfortunately. It is with a heavy heart that we must announce that the Necromancers are at it again.
He seems very, very sentient, if not sapient, though.
Yeah, he's just kind of a little bit feral. Why are some ghouls feral while others are pleasant?
Why are some ghouls feral while others are pleasant? The secret will surprise you. It's nails.
It's nails!
So he swangs at Jin Liang.
Yeah.
Because Jin Liang is the closest.
Yeah.
And Jin Liang's got that really cool, powerful sword.
Yeah, from his dad.
The big fancy Jin sword, which saves his ass.
Yeah.
And he tries again, and Xiao Chen's like, no. And he reaches his sword out.
Yeah. And he comes and he defends him, and then he immediately passes out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Took too much energy.
Oh, yeah.
And Jingy's like, oh, what the hell is this thing?
Who this man? Someone come get your people.
Who this man? I've never seen a... Oh.
Yeah, they do brain math, and Wei Ying realizes that, the ghost general also bees this way.
So he tries a flutie with it, and, like...
It doesn't work is the thing?
It doesn't really work. The guy's like, I'm gonna rip ass anyway.
Yeah, he says, no, this ain't my tune, B.
This ain't my tune, and he, continues to wreck shit.
Yeah, he
because, do you know why he can't be controlled, Roy?
Why can he not be tamed?
He cannot be tamed because he is already technically tamed by another.
Uh-oh.
oh no, he has a master.
Crap.
And so Wei Wuxian engages in a bit of fancy footplay with this Zombo.
Yeah, he coaxes him into a bit of a snafu.
And he gets his flute out, plays a little ditty, and the mannequins
dogpile on him.
Absolutely. And fucking Songlan does something with his whisk, and it's like it was as if the thousands of soft white strands turned into the poisonous spikes on a mace, which is so fucking cool.
It's fucking cool. It rules, dude.
Why is he so good?
Why does he rule?
Badass.
He's in like 3 chapters and he fucking rules.
He rules.
All of the characters who rule the most are in a total of like 3 chapters each.
It's not fair.
I will stand by this, and I will especially stand by this in about 7 or 8 chapters, maybe 10.
Bless you.
You know me.
And Wei Wuxian tries to keep the kids away. He's like, "Be good and stay in the corners." And every
He's always
time
telling them to be good.
Every time he says this, every time it's said in general, I'm delighted.
It's so good. It's
inexplicably
so cute.
Just delighted. It's so cute. And so he's like, "All right, back to handling these these mannequins."
Let me get this. So he handles these mannequins. He gets them to dogpile on Songlan, and they manage to hold him down. And we get we get these thick boy nether brawlers, and they're climbing all over him. They're holding him down. They're big heavy boys, so they can do a pretty good job of that.
They're very thick.
And Wei Ying goes to inspect Songlan to see what's up with him.
He notices a little wound.
He notices a little wound, and he notices it after we get this... Why do we get such a horny description of the nether brawlers, licking the blood off of him? What is
my God,
up with this?
I love it. So it says, Wei Wuxian brushed the finger with the cut near each of their lips as awards. With crimson tongues made of paper, the nether brawlers slowly licked the blood beside their lips as if they truly cherished the delicacy.
Why is it so horny?
I just think it's great that Wei Wuxian has such a close relationship with his paper man friends.
His big, beefy paper man friends.
I think it's
He's having a good time with his friends.
It's clearly working out.
He's giving them treats. He's throwing treats into their mouths.
And so Mr. Songlan
he's donating to their Patreon.
He's donating to their Patreon, that's right.
Anyway, so
Feasting on his blood. Wei Wuxian's like, all right, what the fuck is going on with this dude? He pulls open his mouth and, hey!
Ain't got no tongue.
No tongue, baby!
He ain't got no tongue.
Detached tongue, what a coincidence.
Yeah. I'm sure it's just a coincidence that he has the same missing organs as the little ghost girl that we met yesterday.
It's just a shame
in the last chapter.
Yeah, and it's just a shame that Xiao Xingchen is conveniently passed out right now, because I'm sure he wouldn't know anything about this either.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, he's blind. He can't see anything that's happening. It's normal.
Yeah, not at all. He's super blind and stuff.
Yeah. So Wei Ying says, "All right, we gotta do some questioning."
Yeah. So he pulls the nails out of Songlan's head.
Yeah, he pulls him out of his dome piece, and then he turns around and looks at all the boys and says, "Sishui, play Freebird. It's fucking time to play some Inquiry."
He's like, he asks if any of them have studied Inquiry, and Lan Sishui is like he's the one. He's like, me sir. And he's like, he pulls out his fresh, beautiful Gucci, and Wei Wuxian's looking at it. He's like,
his little baby-sized Gucci.
This Gucci doesn't really look like you've played your fingerprints off on it yet. Are you sure that you're going to be able to handle this? And fucking, it's so cute. Jingy's like, oh, Han Guangjun said that Sishui's playing was fine.
Han Guangjun said that Sishui rips killer shreds on it, so write that home.
And it's just, if Lan Wangji said that it was fine, then it must be fine. He wouldn't exaggerate or understate the matter. And so Wei Wuxian ceased to worry, just immediately. And I am delighted by Wei Wuxian's complete unwavering trust in the number one goodest man of Han Guangji.
The only man.
He's like,
we keep returning to this, but he is truly the only man.
He's the only man. He's like, well, if Lan Wangji said it, then sure.
Tell me you wouldn't believe it. If Han Guangjun endorsed something, it's why we get the image of him holding an ice cream cone and a bunny and asking, do you like it? We do like it, because it's Han Guangjun asking us.
It's Han Guangjun.
So they do, it's inquiry time.
It's inquiry time, and so first question, who's this dude?
Yeah, who the hell you? It's Songlon.
It's Songlon, and that's Xiao Chen's, quote, most intimate friend of cultivation.
Most intimate friend of cultivation. No. Most intimate friend of cultivation. You want me to move my chair?
Maybe.
Sorry, we need a better setup.
It's bad.
It's bad.
We're broke, so we're just doing what we can.
The creaking that you hear constantly is my chair. I have tried WD-40, and it ain't doing nothing. Sorry.
She's too juicy.
It's just too juicy. Too juicy.
No such thing as too juicy.
That's true.
So they ask these questions.
They ask him some questions.
Okay. And everybody knows the story of Xiao Chen and Songlon. They're apparently very, very famous. They're very famous for being cool, gay, and talented.
Cool, gay, and talented. And the boys are like, don't tell Xiao Chen the guy he killed is here.
I especially
also maybe don't tell him he's a zombie now. It's just polite.
I especially like that it's Jin Liang who tells them. He's like, let's not, guys. He's the only one to have some what's the word? Propriety?
Yeah.
For the first time ever. I love
Usually he hates that shit.
I love him not just being contrarian for once, kinda.
Yeah.
It's
good.
And okay, Wei Wuxian's like, alright, ask him who killed him. And those are the two most popular Gucci language questions, I guess.
It's the two questions everybody knows how to play. It's hot cross buns.
It's hello and how are you?
Yeah. It's hot cross buns and Mary had a little lamb.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
I bet it sounds like that too. Boop, boop, boop.
So
blong,
it takes
it
takes Songlon a while to answer now. He's just thinking about it.
Yeah, he's having a funk.
The boys almost start packing it up, but then he finally answers, and Lan Xishui's was like, "No fucking way!"
No.
Wei Wuxian's like, "What's up? What's the tea?"
Spill it. And they say he had said Xiao Chen killed him, and everybody's like, "No, you did it wrong, Xishui, come on."
It's
You're
especially
lying.
Jin Liang, who has no background or experience in musical cultivation, being either you played Inquiry wrong, or you just didn't interpret the Qin language right.
This child can't even read sheet music. The gall.
This is like someone who's only ever listened to the Beatles, trying to critique music. Anyway,
Jesus.
sorry.
Stage like, no. I know how to play some fucking hot cross buns.
Yeah, he defends himself. Yeah. But, classily, which is nice.
Yeah. So then,
And Jingy is, privately trying to puzzle it out.
Yeah, he's doing the math, and it's taking him a while. He's doing long division.
Wei Wuxian's like, whatever. Ask him who his master is.
Yeah, ask him who's controlling him. And Songlon says, the girl reading this.
Who's his dad? That one.
He says
the one behind you. Ba ba ba.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm literally I was reading this whole part and mentally shaking the gates of Don Juan Season 3. I cannot wait to see this shit animated. Oh my god, can you imagine his little Suchoi's face?
Oh my god.
He says it. Oh god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see quote Xiao Chen
Scare quotes Xiao Chen.
Scare quotes with my whole body.
87 pairs of quotation marks.
I can't wait to see Shui Yang and his little teeth.
His stupid little catboy teeth.
And so he says this, and everybody looks at Xiao Chen.
And he's getting up and he's doing smirk.
And he snapped.
He snapped.
You know he snapped.
He says, okay, kids, grown-ups are talking.
He literally snaps, though.
Yeah.
He literally snaps, and it makes Songlon go beast mode.
Yeah.
So he basically proved to them that he is indeed the master. It's pretty bad. He tears that shit up. And then he threatens Wei Wuxian. He gets his sword up to his neck, and then he points the big scary mace whisk at everybody else.
Yep. Wei Ying is like barely worried. He's like, all right, let's get the kids out of here.
Yeah, Wei Ying's like, all right, listen, I mean, hello, jig's up, it's Songlon, we understand. Let's move this along. And Xiao Chen is like, adults are going to talk to adults now. We're gonna have a grown-up conversation.
That's literally how I imagine his voice.
Oh god, I know, just like fucking simpering.
Oh yeah.
Condescending as hell.
God.
Oh my god, I know. It's just like worst. Even if this is like an amateur translation, I can just like, I can really feel how condescending and awful this line is.
Oh yeah, the simpering quality of it comes through in like every translation I've read.
I hate to say it, but I love it. I fucking love it. My god, Shuoyang is so awful.
It's fucking terrible. So
let's just let the babies wait outside, okay?
So he has Songlon babysit all the children.
Yep.
He escorts them outside, and now it's time for grown-ups to talk and do grown-up things.
We get a short little thing of Wei Wuxian sending his ducklings off.
Yeah,
and he's like,
he says, "Okay, boys, be good. Mama loves you. See, Shui, you're in charge. You're my special handsome boy."
He's like, he mentions that when he tells the kids to go outside, he's like, "You're not going to be much help." And Jin Liang is like so offended by that, and
he's so mad.
He doesn't even have a right to be offended by it. He's done nothing.
I know.
He's done nothing this whole time.
All he's done is complain.
Just sit there and fucking complain.
Complain and be freaked out by shit.
He storms out with everybody else because he's a dick. He's a little jerk, and he needs to learn manners.
Lord.
He doesn't respect authority.
Yeah, and...
The joke of Jin Liang.
Is
that he's rude. And so, yeah, Wei Wuxian puts Xishui in charge, and he's like, don't be scared. And Xishui's like, I'm not scared.
He's like, you're my big, strong boy. Who's my big, handsome, special boy?
He's like,
me.
Senior Mo, you're so much like Hong Guangjun. And, like, just imagining Lan Wangji having this kind of conversation with Xishui just makes my heart so happy. It makes me so happy. It would be so cute. The daddy and the baby. The daddy and the baby. They're the best dads. And Wei Wuxian's like, what?
Oh, shucks.
How are we alike? We're like fire and ice. And that's when MXTX is leaning down and whispering in your ear, do you think this means anything? Do you think it means anything? They're gay.
So Xishui then has this cute little thought where he's like, I don't get it, but I just feel better when they're around. I don't feel like I gotta be scared.
And listen, I'm having a heart attack.
I am having a heart attack.
As we speak, I am going into cardiac arrest because Lan Xishui is the sweetest, goodest little boy. Youngest man.
A young man.
And I mean, he definitely has that thought for no reason at all for anybody whose interest is piqued by that. Yeah. There's no reason, and you should not really put any thought to that.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't keep an eye out for things like that in the rest of the novel.
There's not going to be themes or hints.
What's a fucking theme?
Or foreshadowing.
No.
We don't do that here.
So Xiao Chen says, your kanji sucks.
Yeah, he takes out...
he pulls out his potion. He says, I'm gonna have this sweet medicine because that's my business.
He takes out a bottle full of the inside of Red Gushers. Because he's fucking gross. And he's like, yeah, this is my anti-zombie poison, so it's like way better than your kanji. And because it like tastes like candy. It's pure corn syrup.
It's really good.
It's like so good. Like, oh, oops, I'm all out. That's so funny. Whatever. And it's Wei Wuxian who guesses that it's the cure.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, you know what? You really did great, dude. I mean, this was a great performance, and
had me for a minute.
Now it's time for Inside the Actors Studio with Wei Wuxian.
James Lipton did die earlier this year, so he's just back as a zombie here to interview the masters.
That's right. He's a particularly
talkative
fierce corpse.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's living the life.
He's living the life.
And Xiao Chen does a little fingy waggle.
He does a little fingy waggle.
And he's like, so, well, Wei Wuxian is like, so was this for our entertainment? And, Shuiyang's like, no, it was for your entertainment, my dude. Yearly
Special
Patreon,
just for you.
bring it in, baby. Like, and like I even like brought them out there so like nobody was gonna know your like cute little secret. Like I'm just like so thoughtful. It's really, I amaze myself.
Like I've been wanting to meet the Yielding Patriarch for such a long time, and I put in so much thought.
Like how is it? Like aren't I thoughtful?
Shuiyang is Yielding Patriarch's toxic fandom.
Yeah, he is the shit eatingest.
Yeah,
the worst. And Wei Wuxian's like, so these zombos are, they're all your zombos, huh? And, Shuiyang's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you like them?
Do you like them? Like, I mean, I thought you guys were, like, kind of weird, so, you know, I was gonna, like, sniff it out myself. God. And, well, you used the summoning of the painting eye, of the painted eye.
Fam.
It's a dead giveaway, family. Look at how strong these guys are. Come on, babe. Like, you can't get away from me. And Wei Wuxian's like, all right, fucking, what do you want me to do then? Like, what, really? Like, since
what
you
am I
have the
supposed to
kids
do? Yeah.
now.
And he says, put this back together, and he pulls out, like, some pocket lint and a nickel.
Yeah. And I want to say I actually love how Wei Wuxian is having this first big foil showdown, like, so early in the novel, technically.
Yeah.
Like, the shit, when I first read it, it really had me like, okay, well, if that already happened, then what the hell is coming next?
Yeah.
You know?
It's almost like there might be another character who's a foil to Wei Wuxian.
Wow.
Isn't it weird how there's, like, character interactions and, like, they play off of each other?
There's so many
facets and themes.
Wow. Themes.
Makes you think. So he pulls out this spirit sealing pouch or whatever it is, and he says, please put this soul back together. And Wei Ying looks at it and he's like, this is the shittiest pieces of soul I have ever seen. This isn't gonna work.
Dude, who fucked this soul up? Like,
this
really?
soul has been fucked all kinds of up.
Like, good luck with this, but I can't help you, man.
Yeah, he says, man, look, I'm the Yielding Patriarch, but even I know my limits. We get this passage that's like, when they were alive, the person probably suffered from a lot of torture. It should have been rather painful. They probably committed suicide, so they probably don't want to come back to this world. If a soul itself doesn't have any desire to live, then it'll most likely be impossible to save. So sorry about it.
It's not gonna want to come back. You can't force it to come back.
Yeah, it don't
matter how much you want it to. I'm so sorry. Like, no offense.
And he's like, but I want it!
But I want it. No thoughts, head empty, just wanting to bring back my friend Dust.
Yeah.
Bring my friend Dust back to life.
Give it back! You're being so mean!
Give him back! You're being so mean!
Put it back together!
It's like, he literally says, he's like, you know, Wei Wuxian's like, you know that, like, if I take this soul out of here, it's just gonna, like, completely disintegrate. Like, you understand that better than anybody, right?
And he says the most Shuiyang-ass line. He says, I don't understand and I don't care.
Just give me what I want.
Yeah, just fucking do it. It's weird how he acts like a child.
It's weird how he acts like a child. It's almost like mentally he is a child.
Yeah.
And Wei Ying's like, all right, come on, Shuiyang, can you just stop playing this shit?
Yeah, cut the crap.
It's the first time he says his name out loud.
And we get the big reveal. We get the big Catboy reveal.
Chaos Twink the Second. And so, because we know that Wei Wuxian is Chaos Twink the First, but we can tell that Chaos Twink the Second is the evil Chaos Twink because he has the little fangies.
Yeah, he's got the little fangies. Many will say that he has Tyga teeth, but to me, it's Catboy.
Now, his description is a little different from most description in MDZS. He's almost handsome.
Almost.
He has young, likable features. He's almost handsome. Not handsome. Almost.
He's cute. He's got his cute little toofers.
He's all and he's like, oh, you got me.
Caught me out.
Wow, good job, bud.
So proud of you.
And Wei Wuxian's basically just like, I have deduced it.
I have done the calculations. I have
deduced it. I've done the calculations.
I've solved the mystery. And so he does his brain math of the one behind you and what that means.
Yeah, he's like, you know, you did all this shit to try and gain our sympathy and make us feel like, and kind of drive us away from suspicion towards your eyes and shit. So, you know, you just knew a little too much. And that's what got me suspicious. But you almost had me.
You almost had me there for a second.
Almost
Not
had
gonna
me
lie,
in the
fam.
first half, not gonna lie. Almost had me in the first half, not gonna lie. But, yeah, and, he kind of sleuths out the reason why Songlon would have said the one behind you instead of Shui Yang, because, like, what if they don't know who Shui Yang is? Which, like, it's a kind of a moment for Wei Ying to flaunt his brain genius, but it's also like Songlon clearly like was able to put some thought into this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was like, he was only going to be able to like spiritually think out an answer because he can't speak, you know, he can't say names or whatever. So he's got to like put his mind on actually conveying the answer, and the only way he was going to be able to differentiate between Xiao Shengchen and the person who is actually controlling him was by saying, homie behind you. So that's what he done, because he's smart and he's good.
That's it. And
I love him. Is this where Shui Yang is like, says his little thing about, because Wei Ying is like, oh, you were a good actor, and then Shui Yang is like, well, I have a very famous friend.
His acting is what I'd call excellent, and this is really when MXTX presses her whole ass mouth to your ear, moist style, and says,
do you think this means anything?
She says it at regular volume and you go deaf immediately.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna lean into the speaker and do it, but I'm not gonna do it because that would be stupid. She says, do you think this means anything? And
she says, ask yourself.
Wei
I wonder who that is.
Wei Wuxian's like, you masturbated them nails to fuck. Did you masturbate the nails?
Ugh. God, I hope not. Nobody need to be doing that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Not one
new
bit.
Egg Dog came out, just so you know.
Oh, good.
We're gonna watch more Egg Dog.
So he's like,
and he was like, you masterminded the nails, didn't you? And Shui Yang's like, you got me. Anyway, the fucking like you.
Like, I suck at this, actually. You're the fucking guy, though, so I know you can do this. So stop lying to my face. I'm right here.
I just, like, he's like, if there's something I can't do, you must be able to do it. And, like, even with him admitting that he can't do it, I love how self-assured this little bastard is.
He's such a little bastard.
Like, oh, God, if killing a whole town or 2 or 3 is what it takes, then, like, I'm good being a weenie.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I don't want nothing to do with it.
I don't want anything to do with this.
No, it couldn't be me.
And then Wei Wuxian's like, God, this is so weird. Why do people always have so much faith in me?
Why do people think I'm so cool?
It's almost like I'm actually cool and capable.
Right? This man's imposter syndrome.
Like, it's too real. And he's like, oh, maybe I should compliment him a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is just, it's kind of my absolute favorite hero-villain dynamic. Sorry about it, where they're just like kind of catty with each other while
very
also
good.
trying to kill each other. Oh, just gold. Absolute gold.
Mwah.
Don't ship them together though.
Please don't.
Oh my God.
They're both bottoms. We're gonna learn in the next few chapters how the real tragedy of anything is, and so they were both bottoms.
They were both bottoms.
But we'll get there.
And Wei Wuxian's like, oh man, I'm not that great. You're being too humble. You can control the CG Tiger Seal. Like,
you can do anything. Come on.
You can do anything, buddy. I believe in you.
So put my fucking soul back together.
Yeah. And Shui Young's like, I don't exaggerate, man. So...
fucking do it. Just do it.
Do it.
Just do it. It's not that hard. And then...
And then zombies come in.
Yeah, and then it's big zombie fight number 2.
It's big zombie fight number 2, as it turns out.
Yeah, the rest of this shack gets destroyed by the second Kool-Aid manning of the night.
Yeah, just liquefied by Wen Yang and Songlan.
Yeah, they're just going for it.
Yeah, as it turns out, Wei Wuxian just has all bases covered at all times. Iconic, and he called for Wen Yang while he was doing the flutie.
Oh yeah,
he's
riding in a hot air balloon made of his own brain.
He's riding on a hot air balloon.
His brain is so huge.
He's playing chess with his own brain.
Oh yeah.
And Wen Yang is in here, and he's fucking whipping his chains.
He is whipping.
He is whipping his chains around, beating Songlan around.
Them chains. And they doing it.
They're really they're going frenzied at each other.
They're
absolutely nuts. Oh, speaking of going at each other, our cats are fighting.
They're yowling a little bit. You done?
Are you done?
We're recording. Can you stop? No?
What's wrong? You good?
Meow.
Kitty?
Meow.
No. Okay.
Anyway, so Shuiyang and Wei Ying are off to the side going, Shuiyang's like, I wonder who's gonna win, and Wei Ying's like, Wen Yang, duh. And then Shuiyang decides to own the Ghost General as if he could ever hope to. This little bitch.
He's like, it's such a shame that even though I pumped all those nails in his head, he still wasn't ever obedient to me.
I tried so hard and he's being so unfair.
Things that are too loyal are quite troublesome.
And Wei Wuxian is mad.
He's mad, but he's playing it cool. He's like, Wen Yang is not a thing.
He's my boy.
He's my boy and my pal.
He's my little buddy.
I love exchanges like this that are just condensed summaries of two characters' dynamics.
Oh yeah, I love it so much.
It's good. And Shui Yang is just
he's gonna be sneaky now.
He's being sneaky. He pulls out a sword in the middle of a sentence, which I don't really understand. I understand the action. I just don't you see that what you said could be interpreted in a different way? I don't know what that means. He's just not a thing.
He's just not a thing.
He's a person. Yeah. And Wei Wuxian's like, come on, dude! Why the fuck would you attack me in the middle of a sentence? You charlatan!
You rank bitch! And Shuiyang says, 'cause I'm a charlatan!
'Cause I'm a rank bitch!
Yeah! Duh!
Well, I don't want to kill you, I just want to make sure that you do this fucking thing for me! And straight up,
do it!
I do almost feel bad for Shui Yang. It's clear whatever happened to Xiao Xingchen, smashed his few remaining marbles.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just so single-minded with this shit now that he has... He
has the rock.
He has the rock. Now that he has a way to fix it in his eyes, he's just man, this is the one thing that I can do.
And he's looked up to the Yiling Patriarch for such a long time that he can't even comprehend him not being capable of doing this.
Not at all. Kitty! Go into your hole.
Yeah, go into the safety hole. Kitty
safety hole. Kitty safety hole.
Meow. Anyway.
Y'all have that fucking if y'all have cats and you have a cat tree, that little cubby.
The kitty cubby.
She fits really well into it, and our other cat doesn't because he's very large. So
he's very big. He's huge and wide and large.
Huge and wide and large.
Yep.
And Wei Ying's man, I can't do shit for you. I'm sorry.
He's like, dude, what did I just say? I've been saying. I had been said.
And Shui Yang's like, okay, then fucking fine. We can brainstorm it together, okay? You're just coming with me.
Let's workshop it. And they can't. So they go into this thing at some point where they're talking about Shui Yang being a delinquent, and every time I think I've already talked about that, but it's I'm so anime brain poisoned with the word delinquent. I wish he was an anime Yankee delinquent boy.
Oh god, they're the best fucking characters.
He'd be so much more enjoyable to me personally if he had a fucking Josuke, fucking Higashikata Josuke pompadour, or a long coat. It'd be so good. But they start to fight.
They start to fight, and he's like, the little delinquent has some good moves.
Yeah.
And he's like, and Shuiyong's like, he's ramping it up, and he's like, oh my god, dude, are you really fucking taking advantage of the fact that this body is terrible?
And he says, yes!
Shuiyong's like, that's right! Like, I just imagine it as, like, delivered as Genki as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's right!
God.
You caught me! Wei Wuxian had finally met someone more shameless than him.
Oh, yeah.
If only he wasn't evil and a twink and threatening the lives of Wei Wuxian's duckling brood, maybe they could have made a ruckus.
Maybe. They could have made a ruckus, but unfortunately, the shit be like this.
The shit be like this.
So Wei Ying says, you know what? I'm sick of this. This is dumb. You're dumb. I'm getting my boyfriend. You fight him. So
Shuiyong's like, oh, Han Guangjun, for real? I'm sorry. I have 300 walking corpses in my pocket, so
I don't think that's gonna happen, sweaty.
fuck
and
with
then,
it. And then Bichen comes in.
It's Bichen time.
It swangs in, and it's Bichen time because the Wei Ying is in trouble sensor embedded in Lan Wangji's forehead ribbon was going hog wild. Wild. And
that's how we know the chapter is over.
That's right.
And next time we're going to be reading chapter 38, part 6 of Mr. Grass's arc. And I think we should move right into the Google Translate Essence collection.
Would you like to?
I would love to.
I think we should do it.
So, as previously stated, Huaisang get birthday.
Huaisang do acquire a birthday.
Huaisang acquire birthday. So, I have a special treat.
Is it Songcheng Fig?
No.
What is the
Although
treat?
that would be a very special treat.
Yeah.
So do you remember about 6 or 7 months ago when MXTX said fuck Lan Shichen rights and outed him as a himbo sometime like around his birthday? And we read his entry on Baidu Baike?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Huaisang have entry.
Is it time to read Huaisang's entry on Baidu Baike?
Yeah. So we're not going to read the sections that, like, even though all of this is in incredibly poor Google language, we're not, like, that are, like, still pretty obvious spoilers.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that. None of y'all have to worry about it. I'm a good and cute person, which is what Huaisang would say.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into that. All right.
Here we go.
It's fucking...
It's great. Nie Huaisang, one of the characters in the original Danmei novel Magic Patriarch by Mo Xiangtong and its derivative works. Qinghe Nie's current owner, the brother of the former owner, Nie Mingjue. Su Ri was unwilling to learn and did not practice martial arts. His Chinese name is Nie Huaisang. His other names are 1 Question, 3 Ignorance, Nie Dao, in parentheses, fan jokingly, and Brother Huai Song from Wei Wuxian.
Fan jokingly.
The play version is by Jili in
Our
the
friend.
TV series Chen Qingning.
We don't have to do that part.
Dubbing is for the Magic Master radio drama? Are you sure?
If you
We
say
gotta
so.
let people know
right.
about the Magic Master radio drama.
Magic Master radio drama.
Chi Si Cha
Yeah.
for the radio drama, and then for the Magic Master animation, Liao San.
What's up, friend?
What's up, friend? Alright, moving on. Nie Huaisang is Nie Mingju's younger brother, and Qinghe Nie is current head of the family.
This is from the character introduction section.
There it is. Nie Huaisang is not unwise, but he has no intention of learning, and his cleverness is used elsewhere. He likes to draw a fan to catch birds and escape from school. He is very talented in practice, and he barely made a difference 8 or 9 years later than his peers in other families. Ye Mingjue was very strict with his brother's academic management during his lifetime. He often took the time to supervise himself, but he still couldn't help the wall. After Nie Mingjue's death, he took over the position of the head of the family. In the eyes of others, he questioned 3 questions, but did not know when dealing with patriarchal affairs. He often asked Lan Shichen and Jin Guangyao for help. The Qinghe Nie's rivers were in decline. Qinghe Nie's rise again. It is said that it is likely to become a fairy governor.
A fairy governor.
A fairy governor. His character images a docile eyebrow that you can arbitrarily need, and you have a good taste in your business. You must have spent a lot of thought on it. It is better to say that he is a fairy, but he is an idle person. It is not like wearing a robe. Prince, wearing a long knife is not like the owner.
Damn, I wish I could have seen Prince wearing a long knife.
You know.
That would have been badass.
And here's the origin of 1 question, 3 questions, which just clears it up so much for me. People asked him what he didn't know, but he didn't dare to tell what he knew. When asked anxiously and forced him, he shook his head and cried and said, I don't know, I do not know. This is not people seeking to let him answer any of them. The animated image on October 21st, 2017, the animation official released Nie Huaisang's animation set. I don't know, I really don't know, quoted famously by Nie Huaisang in the animated image of the animated Magic Master animation.
And then we get a special bonus, so...
It's his little audio drama song.
It's gotta be a song.
Inscription says, using words as a mirror.
Okay. That answers that.
Alright, so I'm just gonna pick out the lines in
the
here
greatest
that I
hits.
think the greatest hits. So, who wakes up the little boy before the spring?
The little boy.
Ming Zhujiang, boat night, boat dinner. All the teenagers here said, rivers and lakes involving swords and swords. It's better to talk to me about
Please stick
songs.
to the rivers and lakes that you're used to.
Yeah. It's better to talk to me about songs. I am alone in the wind and rain. Gu Su wouldn't have a banquet. Book, mountain, rolling sea.
Damn right.
Yazhang's family instruction was only copied 3,300 times.
Only 3,300?
Yeah, only 3,300. Writing in other days. Fan for me. Fan shaking sun and moon Tonghui singing in Tianshui room.
Cool.
I am far away from the mountains.
Oh.
Oh, there's more.
There's more, but we have to have an account, I think, to access it,
Okay,
which makes me unhappy.
That's fine.
We get...
So, characters in Magic Master, we got Shui.
Oh yeah, we do have a very good list of characters in Magic Master. So why don't we read these just to give a little preview of what we could look forward to?
So we've got a little net list here. We've got Xiaoyu, Nie Huaisang, Winning,
We've got some characters that I don't quite
Lan
recognize.
Sizui,
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Jin Xuan, Tibetan, ellipses, Lan Jingyi, Song Lan, Wen Zhiliu, Wen Chao, Qin Su, Wei Changze, Wang, ellipses, and Jin Shun.
There's only one human being who's ever been fictional whose name is Wong.
What an interesting. Oh fuck! What did I do? Well, that was the end of the article anyway. So that was great. I really enjoyed that.
Google Translate is a very good resource.
I love Google Translate. Ah! I dropped the cap to my delightful seltzer water. Thank you.
Do you want to go to questions now that you have the cap back?
To my delightful seltzer water.
Delightful seltzer water. So,
who else out here drinking 3+ cans of seltzer water a day? Please, the sparkling water. Like, please tell me I'm not alone.
The seltzer water bitch.
The sparkling water bitch.
The 3 seltzers bastard. If you got questions, which we're going to talk about, you can send them to cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com/ask or via Twitter @cloudrecesspod. Just one recess.
Just the one?
Just one, because Cloud Recesses Pod doesn't fit. Let's go to Twitter first. Dwinder. Open this up. Dwinder. Here we go. We have one question on Dwinder.
All right. Our Dwinder question comes from our friend Jove.
Our
Jovery.
friend of the show.
Accidental idiot full-time Aries. That's what I'm fucking talking about. My friend.
Aries solidarity.
Jovery asks, you are planning a birthday party for our boy Nie Huaisang. What are the essential activities on the agenda?
Ooh! Big cake.
Big cake, fan painting, very large hookah, pool that Nie Huaisang cannot enter, but just sit on the deck and watch the cute boys. Bee repellent.
Swim.
Yeah.
Bee repellent.
Bee repellent.
Yeah. Definitely bee repellent. Build-A-Bear. Trip to Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, trip to Build-A-Bear.
I think
some Gucci. The Gucci decorations.
And I think we gotta close out the evening with Circle Game.
Circle Game. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know?
Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think it would be a nice night of watching just really terrible art house films.
David Lynch marathon.
Delighted.
It's good.
Yeah, Nie Huaisang would be a David Lynch bitch.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Wrong.
You're not wrong is the thing. We're also going to go over to Tumblr.
Oh, Tumblroni?
Tumblroni, where we have the most El Rey Fallon at America's Burden asked question.
Thank you, it's juicy. Is this the only question?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The trashiest of cans said, okay, hear me out. This is kind of self-indulgent because these are my two favorite things to exist. You are not alone. But here we go. If the Mo Daozushi characters were from Fallon instead of Vampire Times Ancient China, which houses would they be in? Is Dedu Alon because of his love of gardening and needlework, or is he a Nie because he's a total beast on the battlefield and must support Chi Deviation Dimitri? On the opposite side, which sex would the Fire Emblem characters be in? Thanks for making such great content.
Oh,
thank you for listening and for giving me this fucking question, because I'm about to... Woo! All right, I need just a couple seconds to organize my thoughts here.
All right, you go for it. I'm going to let you just take the wheel on this one because you know I have yet to fire myself any emblems. All I know about Fire Emblem, for the record, for listeners, is that I respect to do Fire Emblem too much to actually play the game and ruin my perception of him. So...
No, he's actually flawless.
Okay, maybe I need to play then.
Yeah. he's like the best character. I've not even played his path, but I know for a fact that he's the best character.
Friend Easily. Of the show, Sam Canning at Positive Stress, did say that what he did was he married him and he loved it. As in Dedu loved it, so...
Yeah, you gotta love it.
I love a big man.
We love a big man.
I'm a big lesbian and I need a big man.
As a friend and a companion.
You know?
Fucking, okay. Alright, so if the MDZS characters were from Fallon instead of Vampire Times Ancient China, I think that, you know, can I cheat and say that Wei Wuxian would be in the Ashen Wolves? Like, he seriously would. He would extremely be in the Ashen Wolves.
I mean, think about, like, demonic cultivation is kind of a DLC.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
He would be a dirty underground boy. I think so. I think it'd be great. The Lawns are definitely in the Alliance. I don't think they're making any kinds of waves like Claude is, but they're in the Alliance. They're pretty firmly centrists. They're not involved. The religious. So I think that obviously the Wens would probably be a good sort of moment for the Empire, maybe. But at the same time, like, oh god, because like here's my problem. I haven't played the Black Eagles route, and I'm saving the Black Eagles route for last. And I'm withholding my judgment on Edelgard as a character fully until I can play it for myself. I'm pretty sure I know what the outcome is going to be, but like, she's hot, so I'm still going to marry her probably. Just to see, just to get a taste of that. God, those shorts though. Like, okay, fucking Nie Huaisang. I don't know. He would definitely be like a Hilda character. Absolutely. Just like, oh, I'm just so useless, you know? Do you do my homework for me?
Jesus. Who was it that you came to me like one of the first days you were playing Fire Emblem and you said, this boy here is Nie Huaisang, and I don't remember who it was.
Oh, Ignatz.
Was it him?
The painter one?
It was a sleepy boy.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, he's, you know what? Huaisang is like a funny combination of Ignatz and,
sometimes you just...
Linhardt.
Linhardt. Oh, Linhardt, that's who it was, yeah. I remember this. I remember
Linhardt's
this because I remember anything having to do with Nie Huaisang, because that's my child.
Linhardt Green Sleepy Boy. Ignatz Green
boy.
Artistic Boy.
There we go!
Very nervous Green Artistic Boy.
The two halves of
High
one whole.
anxiety twink.
Oh my god.
Him and Raphael, though. That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
God, who else? Zhongcheng would be, I think the Zhongs would probably be in the Holy Kingdom of Fergus. They would probably be like...
Does the Holy Kingdom of Fergus have a divorce boat?
Yeah, you know, I get the feeling that Sylvain's dad was probably an asshole, and like most of the fucking dads in Fire Emblem, if I'm recalling correctly, or at least in Three Houses, are like shitty dads. So, yeah, there are probably plenty of divorce boats to go around. Jiggy would be... Oh, well, it's a spoiler, but Jiggy... Oh, I can't say that. Jiggy would be in cahoots with those who slither in the dark. If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so... for the other side of this question, I think I got everybody right. Is there anybody else? Maybe a Mingjoy, but same difference.
Same.
For the flip side of this question, oh God.
A goody god.
I think that Claude is kind of the closest to Wei Wuxian in this story, other than Yuri, probably. But Yuri is sneakier. So I would say that Claude is probably from parents who are independent cultivators. One of them was probably like highly renowned, just like Songrun, you know. Then the other one was a normie or whatever. Normie. Maybe a minor noble person like in Three Houses canon.
You know?
So he's independent cultivator. He probably does the demonic cultivation. I would like to see it. Chi deviating Dimitri is like fucking primo.
The face Fallon just made.
I want to see Dimitri. God, I actually want to see Dimitri as the lawn. I think that'd be cool.
Oh my god.
I think Dimitri from the lawn sect would be cool.
Alon would get brain poisoned.
Yeah, Alon would get brain poisoned. Either Alon or a Zhong. I could definitely see him as a Zhong. I think that'd be really fucking cool. And I thought the Zhongs were like a Fergus vibe anyway, so it worked out. Edelgard. Edelgard is rough. I think Edelgard is probably she kind of gives me Wen Qing vibes. You know? So she would be, I guess, from the Wen sect, you know, one of the many offshoots of the Wen sect. Rising a rebellion, fighting back. I love that. That shit would be cool. Either that, or I would enjoy her being from the Jean sect. Ooh. Being like a Mian thing. Where,
I love that. I love that.
If you know, you know, once again. And then Yuri, because I gotta throw Yuri in. I have a friend who really, really likes Yuri, and I always think of him. Whenever I think of, the Three Houses, I'm like, but what about the Ashen Wolves? No.
The wolves?
Yuri, I think, would have the same kind of deal as, Claude. Kind of independent cultivators from the underground, you know?
Cloud.
I like it. I think that's really cute.
I love it. I'm going to take your word for it, and I'm going to, I'll say, we love it. I will declare for everybody that we love it.
Y'all, if you have any Modal 3 Houses opinions, like, please let us know. I want to hear about it. Let us know in the Discord. I want to read it. I like it a lot. I love crossovers so much.
It's making them very happy. They smile.
AUs.
It's good. It's good. Thank you for the questions.
Yeah, thank
folks.
you so much for the very thoughtful, cool questions.
Yay. So let's just clean up the house, shall we?
Let's sweep up a little bit.
Yeah, so we have a Patreon.
We do have a Patreon.
We have a Patreon.
And you know, Roy, we were talking about it.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that. But we have several tiers of Patreon right now.
So if you go to patreon.com/podrecesses,
Patreon donations,
you can throw some treats into our mouths.
Many treats.
If you throw $1 worth of treats into our mouths per month, you can be a disciple of the show and you can get access to all of our Patreon exclusive bonus content, plus you can get a special little role in our Discord. If you want to throw $5 worth of treats into our mouths, you can be a sect leader of the show and you'll get all of that, plus a more special role in our Discord channel, and you'll get a little thank you shout out on the show. And you can send us a quick little message for us to read, Shueyang voice optional.
Yeah, like if you really want me to whip out like this Xiaoyu voice, like it's totally fine.
They can go into it at the drop of a fucking hat.
It's gross because I grew up with it in fucking Southern California.
And finally, last but definitely not least, if you want to throw $10, 10 entire American dollar worth of treats into our mouths per month, you can be a chief cultivator of the Pod Recesses world.
It's our golden boy tier.
Our golden boy tier. And you'll get all of the mentioned perks above, plus an even more special role in our Discord. And we're changing things up a bit.
We figured that we would take a page out of a couple other podcasts' book and offer the option to our $10 patrons to listen in to our recordings live on our Discord.
Yeah, get a little preview of it before the episode comes out. We'll put out a little message beforehand saying, hey, we about to record. Hop on in. And you can come and listen to it. All the takes, everything that doesn't get cut out, all of us getting upset with our boy cat for tormenting our girl cat.
And if you have questions that pop up in your head while you're listening to it, you can totally just pop it into the chat.
Absolutely.
And we'll answer it during question time. I think that'd be fun.
It'd be wonderful.
So if y'all are interested in doing that kind of live experience.
Yeah.
That would be in our $10 tier.
Absolutely. So, first off, let's give a shout out to our $5 sect leaders of the show. Sarah McClintock, Lenny Williams, Carrie, Lena, and Rachel Wakefield Drohan. Thank you so much for supporting us. And a big old $10 thank you to our chief cultivators of the show, our fairy governors of the show.
Our fairy governors.
Thank you so much, Scout Shiro and Colin Arnold. We love ooh.
You guys rule.
I'm sorry to all of our listeners, Patreon donors or not, that I was crossing too many animals and forgot about doing an episode, so that's why it's coming out on Wednesday. But
that's what happened. She's in her first 3 weeks. You know, that's like really when you really be doing shit in the game.
I truly be doing shit.
And I know lots of y'all probably have Animal Crossing. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The grind is real.
The grind is real. You know what? I'm gonna pop my Switch friend code into our Discord after this episode goes up. And if y'all want to head over to my island, I'll be opening it up every so often, you know? If you play and you want to come say hi to Roy.
You know what? I might do the same thing because I need people to be my friends and come over and water my flowers so I can have a shitload of hybrids.
I just like my friends to come over. You can see me cosplay as Nie Huaisang on my island with my little wand.
I like it.
It's good. But yeah, this is an Animal Crossing podcast now.
It is.
But thank you so much also to Noisepace.xyz for being our podcast network. Thank you so much. Sect leader Matt GameCube.
He rules.
He rules.
He rules. His cat rules.
His cats rule. His gay cats.
His gay cats definitely rule.
His gay cats, Looker and Nanu, we love you.
Looker and Nanu. His baby rules.
Baby, rule. Check out Noise Space. You can find a lot of other very good podcasts, such as, I would like to highlight Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die tonight.
Always.
Because episode 100 of HKIP is going to be going up soon, and we're doing something a little bit special for it. And it's going to be fun. But
Doing some cross-promotion.
Just doing some cross-promotion. Just, putting the word out there that we are on a very good podcast network.
We are. This podcast network, can I say it?
Whips.
It goes off.
You know what? There's another podcast that I was thinking about on the Noise Space Network because we binged some Avatar: The Last Airbender last night. Go listen to my pod cabbages. It's about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's amazing.
It's good. Listen to just all of them. It's good to do it.
It's got a little flavor for everybody.
A little flavor for everybody.
Yep.
Once again, I'm Roy. That's my name. I'm on Twitter at SemperFunny and also at Yeeling Hypebeast, which is where I do Modow stuff. Mostly I've been posting about my AU where Naming Joy turns into a bear. That's what's happening right now on my side blog.
Sometimes instead of you turn into a bear.
Sometimes you turn into a bear and you wake up and you ask yourself, why am I a bear?
Why am I a bear?
Why am I a bear?
Feeling uncomfortable.
Feeling uncomfortable.
Anyway, folks, I'm Fallon, and that's going to be it for our little broadcast tonight.
Oh, well, almost. Where can we find you, Fallon?
Oh, shit. Nowhere. I'm on Twitter at America's Burden. Thank you.
Thanks. You can find Pod Recesses, the us, at cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com. And on all of the Twitter thing, we're on Twitter. I started reading ahead. Twitter.com/cloudrecess, just the one. We're on all the podcast apps and all the podcast websites. Do us a solid like, rate, comment, subscribe. We love to do it. We love to hear from you. And join our Discord if you're 18 or older. The link is, as always, in the description. And you know what we say at the end of every episode, Ray?
Semper Bunny.
Semper Bunny.
Semper Bunny.
You are all my nephews now.
Good night.